Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. This video is my highlights package from the IRC Cup that happened last night. This is around Canada, and without further ado, let's get straight into qualifying for this race. Hopefully this will be a good race. This is a good track for me, Canada, and we run well here in AOR F2. So now we are coming through for the final lap, well, for the first lap. This is a very dicey lap, very untidy, and as you can see the lap time is a 108.4, and I know I can get into 107s as I have done in the past. So now we're starting our second run now with 8 minutes left in the session. We are currently P2 in the session with Spanias in P2 and Alpima in P1. So now we are coming through for our lap, which will end up being the fastest lap of the session. It will be a 107.9. So as you can see, we are now P3. We are 2/10 off of the pole position time, but as you'll see, we do not manage to match it, which is really unfortunate. As you can see, we are now, this is first attempt at the final run. I just run a little bit deep, pushing a bit too hard, and invalidated the lap. So now I'm already down. I just try pushing the track way too much on the second run and invalidate into the next lap. So that is qualifying over for the Canadian Grand Prix IRC Cup. So now we are, Spanias has qualified P1 with a 107.5, brilliant lap time with Alpima in P2. I am P4, so with a 107.960, 3/10 off the pole position time. So it's not a bad lap, but it's just not as good as everyone else's with your P3. So now as we are on the grid, which is our strategy is a 2-stop, the soft to medium, but there is rain that is threatening. So now as we are in the race, it's 5 red lights. And away we go for the Canadian Grand Prix. We actually get a delayed start, so that means that everyone's jumped us. And we do actually have some lag issues on this first lap. So now as we drop down to P7 on this first lap, we have Jamie in front of us loses front wing, so now we're down to P7 in this race, but a virtual safety car comes out and that saves us the misery of dropping down the field even further on this first lap. So yeah, we need to catch up to the guys ahead. We need to make some moves, but as you can see on the virtual safety car ends, we are at the end of lap 1. We lost a load of time to Jamie in front. So, but as we are not in traffic, we are able to catch up nicely and quickly at the end of lap 1. So now as fastest lap is being set for the first lap, it's a 126.4. But Jamie lets us through. This is crucial as I think he did break his front wing on the first lap, but this means that we are up in position to P6. So as we're on lap 4, this is when it all starts kicked off. We are right behind Yul at the moment. So now as we're going through the final chicane, Spanias ahead of us pits, and Yul gets a bad exit. We go down the inside. We have our DRS open. We're in overtake. We're in rich mix, but as Mike ahead of us breaks his front wing, we go through down the inside. We make a bit of contact twice as he gets as I understeer and he's just running out of space, which is completely my fault. So now we are going side by side, 3 wide into this next chicane, but Yul backs out of it, and we are now up into P2 in an absolutely hectic couple of corners, and we are yeah. So now as we're on lap 6, we do come into and we do decide to pit for our first pit stop in this race. We'll be onto the medium compound tyres. We are anticipating rain in about 10 laps time. So this will be, this is preempting that just so we can get the most out of these medium tyres and we don't find ourselves short-handed on tyre wear and we just don't get the most out of the tyres and lose loads of time. But as you can see, Yul actually pitted a lap earlier and he nearly jumps us in the pits, but we just about come out ahead of him, which is brilliant stuff. It means that there's one less move we have to make in this race, and we are now right behind Sprint, who is yet to pit. But as you can see, it does seem that Yul was going for a move, but that was a bit of lag. So now we're on lap 7, we're right behind Sprint. We send it down the inside, a bit half-assed, but Sprint backs out of it. It doesn't want to battle us. But we have we're drag racing now down to the final chicane, and we do end up getting this position. We're in rich mix and everything. We're running low on ERS, which is crucial. But now as we're on lap 13, we are now rain is coming down. It is nearly the crossover point, but we are right behind GFO Big Virgil, who has gone from the mediums from the start of the race. He has been going straight to the rain period as they deemed that was the best strategy for GFO. So now as we go down the inside, nearly off the track, going into this chicane, we get the move done. We brake nice and late and we get the move done, somehow not cutting the corner and making the corner itself. So we are now up into P2 in this race without Puma ahead of us. We decide we're coming for the intermediates on lap 17. It's a bit earlier than everyone else, but I felt the grip and the tyres were going. Instead of waiting for Jeff to tell me what to do, I was making the move myself. So now we're going onto the medium compound, no, the intermediate tyres, I mean. So we are now all So we're bargaining here, we're taking a risk, but hopefully it pays off in this race. So as we're now going to lap 18, as we leave the pit lane, we are completely alone on track, so any time we can gain is crucial and on our own back. So now as we go through, we are behind Dan Murphy. Dan Murphy is yet to pit on lap 19, but Alpima has pit on lap 19. So now we are just right behind him. That gap was 7 seconds, but now it's down to, what, 2. So we are well within a shot of win this race. But as we go on to lap 24, I do get held up a bit behind these two because I completely forgot that they were ghosted. So I was anticipating a crash, and yeah, it was just a lack of concentration for me during that stage of the race. So now lap 31, we are right behind Alpima. This is crucial in this race. We need to get this move done as we do have 6 seconds worth of time penalties, and he gets a bit wayward going onto the back straight. So now we stick it up into overtake. We're on rich mix. This is the move for the lead of the race. Got drag racing down to the final chicane. Lap 31 of 35. This is absolutely crucial. We make the move now, and we brake later than him. We get a bit sideways through the chicane, so it allows Alpima to come back at us a little bit, but we are far enough ahead to make the move stick, as he does go down the inside into turn 1, but we just brake a little bit later and get the move done, which is absolutely brilliant stuff. And we now have 3 laps to go to the end of this race and just try to get the best out of this. But as we are going through the final chicane now, we didn't build a 6-second gap. Alpima unfortunately doesn't have any penalties, but as we come down the start-finish straight, we will be coming through for an excellent P1 in this Canadian Grand Prix, which will be P2 after the penalties. So now as we look at the final standings of the race, Alpima comes through for P1 and us in P2, with Kalajias, I think that's how you pronounce it, in P3. We were just shy of the fastest lap of the race with a 1:11.166, which is, and we're only 300ths off of that time. But as we we had the pace to win the race, which is really unfortunate as we had to come through the field, but Alpima just kept it cleaner than us without the penalties. Kalistos behind, we actually had 14 seconds worth of penalties, so that meant we had P2 in the bag regardless of how much we gained. With Yor coming through for P4 after battling us, he just made the wrong strategy call and lost a load of time. So that is everything for today's video. This has been an absolutely thrilling race in the IRC Invitational Cup. We hope for more results like this as I am racing again on Saturday. And yeah, hopefully we can have another good result. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and press the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a video. And everybody, just have a great day.